obviously we know about what happened to Princess Diana and everything. And you know how there's many stories about Princess Diana and how she was a very nice woman actually, and which is
Hmm.
why it's extra sad the fact that what happened to her. So, like, as I mentioned before, he has a song called "Dirty Diana." One of his, in my opinion, that's my favorite song of Michael Jackson. So her name is Diana, Dirty Diana. It's a bit, it's a bit of a sticky situation there. So when he wasn't going to perform it. He met her backstage and said, "Don't worry, I won't perform the song." She said to him, "No, I want you to perform the song. It's my favorite song. So make sure you perform that song for me." And
Yeah,
it's
yeah,
just
yeah.
like she's royalty, and she's asking him to perform this song. So it's like the way he could just mesmerize anyone.
I know what you mean. I know
No
what you
one
mean.
else has that. No one else has that
There,
ability.
there is no one outside of his reach that he can't get. I mean,
And
who hasn't listened to Michael Jackson?
yeah, exactly. And I think, like everyone says, his performances, no one can match his performances. It's like we see with all the other greats. It's the hours they put into their practice. It's like so much hard work goes into like him rehearsing a performance is the same as a basketball player training, football player training. Like he's not putting in any less work than a Ronaldo.
Would you say he had the best talent in all in terms of all musicians?
Yeah, I think he's the most talented musician to ever live. Yeah. Uh,
'Cause he can sing. He can sing.
but then this is when we talk about nature or nurture. Everyone talks about that, how a kid is evolved through nature or nurture, that like, psychology and everything. He was nurtured by his dad, like forced to sing at the age of 8, the lead singer on a global scale at 8. So not many people have that opportunity. Wouldn't say an opportunity. He said himself, Michael Jackson said himself, "I wouldn't be where I am if it wasn't for my dad." So I love my dad, even though he used to abuse me and swear at me and everything. So it's like, yeah, he was the most talented, but then that talent was developed in a way I don't think other people would
Would have
want.
been able to do so.
Yeah, I think it's such a unique situation. You know, uh, this sounds so crazy, but I also think one of the most this isn't there's no bias and this is a genuine thing is I think one of the most talented people artists to ever live is Juice WRLD. I think like God-given talent, no one else on the planet could freestyle for a whole hour and not repeat themselves. But that's besides the point. But that was just a question when you said is he the most talented to ever live. I
Yeah.
personally think so. The way his vocals, and again, yeah, no, definitely most talented. He started he kind of evolutionized the way of singing and dancing at the same time. I mean, how many times you see
100%.
performers now? They've got the mic, they're just walking on the stage, and there's no dancing to it.
Yeah, yeah, I agree. I agree. He definitely he brought showmanship to the table. Honestly.
Yeah, that's literally the best way to put it. Like, he changed the game. He changed the game, and anyone who changes the game cements themselves in history.
100%, man. 100%.
I mean, like you were saying, the way he would just put a foot down and the whole crowd would go crazy. Like, what do you
Honestly,
think?
people would faint at that. Honestly, I've seen videos
People
of
get
him
carried out,
literally.
yeah.
He'll look at you, and honestly, people will be memorized just by that one experience of what
What
this guy did.
obviously we weren't fortunate enough to be at a concert or anything, but what do you think was the what do you think it was that people were mesmerized by?
Honestly, just the experience, because he could bring that experience. It's a one in a lifetime thing, that an opportunity that you could get throughout any other concert. His one is just different because he heightens your senses in terms of um you're overwhelmed by what he's performing and
Yeah,
how he's doing it. You know what I mean?
yeah. I think overwhelm's like the perfect word.
Honestly, when you hear a good singer singing, it gives you goosebumps, doesn't it?
Yeah, no, it definitely
You know what
does.
you mean? When someone hits that note so
Vocals, yeah,
perfectly,
vocals, yeah.
honestly, you think, wow, this is raw talent. But then when he added his performance to it, it just goes over the top. You know what I
I mean,
mean?